Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy. Home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport. And man, this place is rocking today. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top 5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Panthers will kick it away to start us off. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Smith. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The shotgun running play call. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. Brings up first.
On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. To throw, it's Morris. Quick throw to the left. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And tackled after a small pickup there. A gain sets up a 3rd down play. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. He lets it go. It's caught downfield. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a 1st down.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
PITT getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown. Strong game by this quarterback. Now the all-important extra point. PITT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. To throw, it's Morris. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Must convert here on 3rd down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing as we...
It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
This defense is spread out all over the field, trying to be able to make plays in space. That is a key. Good job of tackling and keep him out of the end zone.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Dropping back, it's Morris. Looking to scramble. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. They'll hand it off. Looks like Pitt will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's past the marker and still going. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Powers through the tackle. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks in. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. So cancel the touchdown celebration, put the band on hold. They'll have to try to score again from a little farther back now. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the 1st down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Pitt 7, Ohio State 3.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Dropping back. It's Irvin. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. Down he goes. A sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's fourth down and long.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And he's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the single back takes the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Ball handed off. Running with purpose. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Pitt getting set with a first and 10 coming up. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they get set now to try the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Pittsburgh 17.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 11 set to kick off.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. The shotgun handoff here. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. He's got it for a big gain. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Snags the quick throw. A 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Oh, it's snapped to the back. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Lets it go quickly. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Chris, how about the offensive bounce?
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And it's a bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Buckeyes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Down the middle, it's Daniels. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And off in a single back formation. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Just trucks them in. Physical run earns the first down.
Offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
PITT getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Powers through. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw. It's Irvin. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Runs right over the defender. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
PITT now operating in the red zone. Press coverage now from the secondary. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. Going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Running play called on 3rd and short. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that one is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. First play of the second half is a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run in the previous play. There's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Offense getting set. It's second down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's in the clear. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Costly hold, nullifies.
How many holding calls, bro? Oh my God.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Ball handed off. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
He'll take a deep shot here. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Buckeyes. No chance to catch him. Might have to try the extra point. PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Now they get set to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown grab, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Who makes the grab? Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. You keep working that clock.
Here's the 2nd down play. Press coverage now from these DBs. Tailback with another carry. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They're going to run it here. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trucks through the defender. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
PITT getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it from the gun. PITT has moved into the red zone. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. That's the RPO, caught to the right. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
The Panthers will line up here on 1st down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Ending off on the draw play. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting the pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. He's running out of time here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And he's going to launch it deep again. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Morris. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield to the plus 49. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to lead the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
There are so many play callers that get into the red zone and they get worried about the negative aspects of a certain play call. But not this guy. I love that you're willing to take advantage of your playmakers, do whatever it takes to gain yards and put the ball into their hands.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. We go with a direct snap, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. PITT is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First and 10 play coming up. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, you've been supposed to throw the ball. Throw the ball.
Team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Back to throw. It's Morris. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Can he make it to the marker? And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wide out. Catch is made down the middle. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. They took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field after the review. The play will stand. See if they can convert the point after. PITT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. And now the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Gain moves the ball to the 38, another first down. Solid gain moves the ball to a 43.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Direct snap to the back. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger this defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.
And the offense will just take a knee. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks